Hello, welcome to of a quick review on the TV series The Man in High Castle on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you have access to this TV show. And to be honest, up until this show, I have not had that much interest in many of the Amazon produced show, like Transparent and Bosch. There's a whole bunch. I tried a few of them and I was not all that interest compared to the Netflix produced show. But when I saw the preview for The Man in High Castle, it looked interesting, and at first glance, I thought the lead actress is the same girl that was in the last Mission Impossible movie, but it's not. They both can be. This one is Alexa Davalos. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I butcher it, my apology. But she could have easily passed as a sister of the girl in Mission Impossible. They look very similar. Um, and then the her boyfriend, the one of the lead actors is Rupert Evans. And to be honest, I don't recall him in many things other than Hellboy. I think that's I think his biggest role prior to this show is Hellboy, and then the one I did recognize is DJ Qualls, the strange, geeky looking guy in many of the well B comedy teenage girl coming of age kind of movie. I have seen it in quite a few um, comedies. So, but uh, he was in it. So overall, I was very impressed with the cast. I have to say that I binged through the 10 episode over the New Year weekend, and the first episode, the premise of the show is interesting to me. I have never read the book, so I cannot say anything about the book. All I know is the premise of the show is very interesting. I think I will go spoiler free. Okay, this is a spoiler free review, so that um, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I have to say that the first episode gave me some concern. Um, I think as the show went along, I think both the lead actress, Alexa, and Rupert, her boyfriend, both of them keep getting better and better and better. Um, but the first episode, I, 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 I didn't think they did a very good job. There was quite a few scenes that demanded much more uh, emotional reaction, especially on Alexa. Her character is Juliana Crane. Juliana Crane should have expressed a lot more emotion, a lot more urgency. There's a lot of things that was missing in her character slash acting in the first episode. But as the show goes on, and by halfway through the season, I think she get better and better, and by the 10th episode, there's little to complain about the acting by any of the character. Uh, I was pleasantly surprised with DJ Qualls. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He come across as a very nice, loyal, sympathetic friend, a very likable character. Okay, I mean, um, hopefully, this show will be picked up for the second season, because I think the the way things unfolded was, to me, was quite a twist. Like I said, I did not know anything about the show in the beginning. Well, halfway through the show, you kind of think you know what is going on with this alternative past, but then near the end, by the 10th episode, there was a twist where the future is the future slash past is not what I thought it was at the beginning of the show. So I thought it was good writing, clever, somewhat. Well, for sure, I think we're at the golden age of television right now. I think there's just so much good television uh, from Netflix and now Amazon to AMC with The Walking Dead and other show, and even sci-fi. Sci-fi is doing really good work right now, and then next year or year after we have the potential return of Star Trek. What is there to complain, right? I'm loving it. Uh, one of the reasons why I don't buy a lot of comic books and read a lot of comic books because I don't have enough time. There's just too much good stuff on TV to watch, to be honest. And I'm not even including in many of the superhero TV shows for the most part because there's a lot of. For me, if you are a fan of one of the shows I really enjoy and I highly recommend is The Americans. It's a spy show on FX. It's the second season is done. Hopefully, the third season is coming, maybe in a few months. But it's about Russian spies living in America in the 80s. Great. One thing about The Man in a High Castle is I am extremely impressed with the production. The piece set, the production, because you're talking about things in the 50s, right? The cars, the clothing, the building, the architect, everything looked fantastic. I had to say, uh, this is not a cheap show to make. So unlike say Daredevil of Jessica Jones for Netflix that have a low production value and at times seem low production budget, The Man in High Castle is not. It's impressive. I enjoy it. For those that have watched the show, uh, I would love to discuss the show with you in a live chat. And for those that haven't seen the show, I hope you take my advice and recommendation and watch the 10th episode. I binged through it in 2 days. It was fantastic. And that's it. That's my short spoiler free review of The Man in High Castle.